At first glance, Namakkal is known for one thing: a giant rock rising from the heart of the city. But this isn't just a single rock, it's the beginning of a much bigger story. Over the next few minutes, we're going to uncover secrets that most visitors never notice. We'll climb the legendary Namakkal Malai Kutai, a fortress built on nature's own foundation, and discover why this rock became one of the strongest natural defensive positions in South India. Then, we'll travel beneath the surface, where geologists have found clues that take us billions of years into Earth's past. Just a few kilometers from here lies the Sittampundi Geological Belt, one of India's most scientifically important rock formations. This region contains rare ancient rocks and traces of platinum group elements that continue to attract geological research even today. But that's only part of the story. We'll discover why some of the oldest rocks in southern India are found here, how unimaginable heat and pressure transformed them deep beneath the Earth's surface, and why scientists compare parts of this landscape with some of the oldest crust on our planet. We'll also answer one of the biggest mysteries. Why does one enormous rock stand proudly above the town, while so many others disappeared over millions of years? Was it simply luck, or was nature following its own extraordinary plan? By the end of this journey, you won't just see Namakkal as a town with a famous fort. You'll see it as one of nature's greatest engineering projects, where every rock has a story, and every layer takes us deeper into Earth's ancient past. So let's begin with the giant rock that has silently watched history unfold for billions of years. Standing nearly 75 meters above the town, Namakkal Rock dominates the landscape like a natural fortress. Today, it is one of Tamil Nadu's most recognizable landmarks. But long before a single wall was built, nature had already created one of the strongest defensive positions imaginable. This isn't just a hill, it is a massive granite monolith, a single enormous body of rock that has survived for an incredibly long time. Geologists estimate that the rocks in this region formed more than 2.5 billion years ago, making them vastly older than the Himalayas, which only began rising around 50 million years ago. Think about that for a moment, when the forces that pushed up the Himalayas had not even begun. This rock already existed. The dinosaurs appeared around 230 million years ago. By the time the first dinosaur walked across the Earth, this ancient rock had already been here for more than 2 billion years. Every crack on its surface represents an unimaginable journey through geological time. But age alone isn't what makes Namakkal extraordinary. Look closely at its shape. The sides are steep. The summit is broad and flat. The rock rises almost suddenly from the surrounding plains, giving anyone standing on top a clear view in every direction. Nature had already designed the perfect watchtower. Centuries later, people realized exactly the same thing. During the 17th century, the Nayak rulers built the Namakkal Fort on top of this ancient rock. They didn't have to create a mountain. Nature had already done the hardest part. Massive granite cliffs acted as natural defensive walls, making it extremely difficult for enemies to attack. The fort later became strategically important during the conflicts involving Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. Its commanding position allowed soldiers to observe movement across the surrounding region and defend important routes. Although the rulers changed over time, one thing never changed. The rock itself remained the strongest part of the fortress. In many ways, the fort wasn't built on the rock. It was built because of the rock. Another remarkable feature lies at its base. Carved directly into the ancient stone is the Narasimha Cave Temple, believed to date back to the 7th century CE during the Pallava period. Instead of transporting thousands of stone blocks to construct a temple, ancient craftsmen carved directly into the living rock itself. Think about the confidence that required. They trusted the strength of this ancient granite enough to transform it into a sacred monument that has survived for well over 1,000 years. Even today, visitors can still see the detailed carvings preserved within the cave, protected by the same rock that has endured billions of years of weathering. But this raises another question. Why is this single giant rock still standing while countless other rocks around it disappeared? The answer lies in the incredible strength of the granite and the slow work of nature. Over millions of years, wind, rain, heat, and flowing water gradually wore away the softer rocks surrounding it. This process, known as differential weathering, left the harder granite standing high above the landscape. In other words, nature didn't lift this rock upward, it removed everything around it. That's why Namakkal Rock appears to rise dramatically from the plains today. Standing here, you're not simply looking at a beautiful hill. You're looking at one of the oldest surviving chapters of southern India's geological history. Before kingdoms, before temples, before human civilization, this rock had already witnessed the changing face of our planet. Yet, remarkable as this giant monolith is, it isn't the only geological wonder hidden in Namakkal. Just a few kilometers away lies another place that has attracted geologists from across India and around the world, a place where rare ancient rocks and even traces of platinum group elements continue to reveal clues about Earth's deep past, and that's where our journey goes next. Just a few kilometers from Namakkal lies a place that most travelers never visit, Sittampundi. To the average visitor, it looks like an ordinary landscape, but to geologists, it's one of Tamil Nadu's most fascinating natural laboratories. The rocks here formed deep inside the earth billions of years ago under extreme heat and pressure. Over time, scientists discovered that some of these ancient rocks contain traces of platinum group elements, a family of rare metals that includes platinum, palladium, and rhodium. This doesn't mean there's a giant platinum mine waiting to be discovered. Instead, these rocks help scientists understand the conditions inside the early Earth and how valuable minerals formed over billions of years. The Sittampundi Geological Belt is also known for its rare ancient rock formations, making it an important site for geological research in India. Even today, researchers continue to study this region because every rock here preserves another clue about our planet's distant past. The greatest treasure of Sittampundi isn't the platinum, it's the story the rocks still have to tell. Today, we explored more than just a famous landmark. We discovered a rock older than the Himalayas, older than the dinosaurs, and a landscape that still helps scientists understand Earth's ancient past, from the mighty Namakkal Fort to the rare rocks of Sittampundi. Every stone here tells a story written over billions of years. History remembers the kings who built on these rocks, but geology remembers the forces that created them. The next time you visit Namakkal, don't just look at the fort, look beneath it, because beneath every step lies one of Earth's oldest surviving stories. This is Curio Duke, where curiosity uncovers the extraordinary hidden in the ordinary. Thanks for watching. What surprised you the most? Comment below, like, share, and subscribe to Curio Duke.